I've come on to tell you about one of the purchases that I made about 18 months ago. I think it was a Facebook purchase. It was magazines again, and it was the official Star Trek fact files, right? And I can't remember, but I know I wouldn't have paid more than a tenner because that's my target price, like £10 or less. And maybe I paid a bit more. I don't know. I can't remember. But remember, I had to go and get it from an area of Birmingham I'd never been to before. I remember the day that I went there was a murder on the road. I got there early in the morning, and the road was actually fenced off. So I had to park at the end of the road and walk down. It was fenced off because it was a police ribbon, to stop you from going down there. But I wanted to get the magazine, so I went down there, rang him up, and he came to the ribbon, and I walked down to the house with him, and then we carried them back to the car. Again, I didn't get a chance to check them out. All I know is that there was 14 volumes of magazines that were very, very heavy. I got them in the car. I drove them back to my unit, and I stashed them in a little shelving system here, and covered them with a dust cloth. And they've been there for about 18 months, 2 years. Just haven't had time, and only now have I just got around to doing it, mostly because I've got a new table and I can move things about. So that's the reason I've been aiming to get this table for a long time, and I've managed to photograph a lot of my collections. But it's heavy, man, heavy, and an effort to schlep it about. I mean, one of the folders weighs over 3 kilos. Some of them do. I've totaled it up. Let me just tell you. There's 14 volumes, volumes 7 to 14, that I've just packed up in a box. Altogether, including the box, weighs 15 kilo. But the total, because I'm making a record of their actual weight, the total of all 14 volumes is 31 kilo. Right, can't send that through the Royal Mail. Its maximum is 20 kilo through the click and drop thing. So what I'm going to do is split it down into 2 parcels, but I'm going to sell it as one collection. So I'm going to have a cost associated with delivering it. It's going to cost me plus VAT. If you bear with me, I'll tell you. I should know these numbers, but I haven't had a chance to check it out. But let me have a look. I think £7.55 rings a bell per 20 kilo. So let's just have a look. I'll just open up one of my spreadsheets because they're all the same, and it will tell me. First class carriage. Here we go. Wow, no, it's more than that. It's 14 up to 20 kilo. Up to 10 kilo, it's £7.55. So I should have rethought that. I should have basically kept it under 10 kilo. Then I would have had 3 lots of parcels, more than 3 lots, and that would cost me 3 to 4 and 28 anyway. This way, it's going to cost me £14.3 plus VAT for a 20 kilo box. I'm going to have 2 of them, so it's going to cost £28 plus VAT. I'm sure I can find it a bit cheaper to ship. I'll look into it. I'll go on to Parcel to Go. But here are 7 of the folders, as you can see. You can see them there. That's section 4, whatever it's about. I mean, I used to like the odd Star Trek, but I was never obsessed with this. Some people go mad for it like a religion, like the what's it called? It's got a cult following, isn't it? That's one of the reasons why I went after it. So you don't get good money on eBay for them. But it's not a complete collection either. I've seen them; they go to 20 volumes, but it's a fairly good collection. 14 volumes. Somebody went all that way. 14 volumes. It's got to be worth to an enthusiastic, not a collector, but an enthusiast on Star Trek. It's going to appeal. So I'm going to go in high. I've got Carriage to recover. I can't really go in at £28 or £30 on the Carriage. So I'm going to go in £10 Carriage, and I'm going to include £20 worth of Carriage inside the price. So I'm going to recover it that way. So I want a net 70. But I should come away with 60 quid. So I'm going to go in £99 plus £10 Carriage. Open to offers. See what will happen. The eBay will take about £13-14 off me. Then there's the Carriage itself, 30. It's 30, 40, say 40, say 50 quid. So off £110, off 50, it's going to leave me my 60 quid, and I've got to take the VAT off that. So I might make £40 to £50 on it for, driving all over there and schlepping it back and storing it here for 18 months, 2 years. And then the hassle of listing it and everything. Is it a good reward? Well, it's a reward. I'm not moaning. You know what I mean? Yes, you are. You're a bloody moaner. No, it's a reward, right? And but I've learned something from it. Collections for these things, they're available out there in your area. If you can be asked to go and get them, go and get them. You know, if you can store them, store them. List them, see what happens. But would I do it again for this kind of thing? Now I'm going to look for higher value, smaller items. But it's part of my learning curve. The next thing that I'm going to be showing you, now that's interesting. Watch out for it. It's an aeroplane collection, magazines. I think there's about 190 of them. I can't remember, but that was also 2 years ago. The fella, I'll tell you a little bit about it now. I might as well. The fella, when I turned up at his house, it was only 10 quid. He only wanted £10. Spent a lifetime collecting them. The World War II enthusiast. This is a collection on airplanes from the First World War. You wouldn't believe how many airplanes were employed in the First World War. So many different ones, because everyone was at it, trying to build one, because they were new. You know what I mean? So there was all these airplanes, and these magazines. They're beautiful. I swear they're £10 to £14 each, brand new. They're very, very, very niche. And he said, look, he said he'd been collecting World War II stuff all his life, and since he was a schoolboy. And I was like, I wasn't into it. I had to pretend I was into it. You know what I mean? I was a World War II enthusiast. I wasn't at all. I just wanted to buy the collection to make some money. He wanted to quiz me on everything that I know. I know a little bit about it. I didn't know a lot. He said, do you want to see my collection? I said, I haven't really got time. It's up in the attic. I said, definitely don't want to see your collection, mate. I haven't got time. I was off. Anyway, I've had them at the back there, the unit, sitting for ages. I'm going to be dealing with them next, because it's all got to go. I've got a list. I think it was back from Burnout, and Nick and Andrea and Retro. Watching their videos has motivated me to get my act together. There is another guy, I can't remember his name, Oriental guy, Chinese guy, Asian guy. He's the guru. I think some of them follow him, and he's all about action. Anyway, I'll touch base with you later. Thank you. Bye.